is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. In this video today, we are going to be reacting to the Xbox Finals against my man's Jomar. So there's kind of some controversy. The guy that Jomar played actually got disqualified, so that's why I matched up versus Jomar. For those of you who don't know, I played in the last qualifier. I lost to Jomar by like 5 or 6 points. So me losing to Jomar was kind of the reason Jomar was able to get in. And it's just kind of funny because I did end up matching up against him in the finals. Now, I did make a point guard change to starting Lonzo Ball instead of Luka Doncic just because I'd been getting off to such slow starts. So if you're gonna see Lonzo Ball at the starting point guard position. But before we dive into the game, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, please smash the subscribe button. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, closing in on 46,000 at the time that we are recording this video, which is just absolutely absurd. So as you guys can see, Isaac was streaming my game. If you guys see whatever in the upper left-hand corner, that's what it is. Starting the game off, I get blocked once again, which is huge because that's Heart Crusher and also not a Showtime dunk. Thank gosh he wasn't able to get that to go, which was big. So, I mean, yes, he got Heart Crusher activated, but still, at least he didn't turn it into 3 points. Now, I know my game's going to be a little choppy here, because that's what some people were telling me is throughout even the course of the day, my game was choppy, but it is what it is. You guys are still going to be able to see the majority of what happens here. Obviously, I'm pretty boxed. This possession is going all of nowhere, but the good thing is, even with the box possession, you get KD the ball, and you can make some things work. Obviously, I missed that right there. Out to Giannis. Hall of Fame catch and shoot, able to get that one to drop, which was a big shot to start the game, up 3-0. And again, I get into my full court press, just trying to disrupt his rhythm just a little bit. Even if I don't take him fully out of his rhythm, if I can just disrupt it a bit, that's really my main goal. There, I swing from the corner, almost get a block with KD. Wasn't able to do it, but that's fine. We give up a Showtime too. At least we didn't give up a 3. That was my main thing. No 3s. I have a good chance to win the game. Here's another possession. KD, obviously at the my primary ball handler, knocks down another white. So against defense to offense, I didn't make a lot of my whites, especially early on. Against Jomar, I made 2 early whites, one with Giannis, one with Kevin Durant. So Kawhi's beating his Luka Doncic up pretty good. Obviously, I'm showing 2 bodies, getting in the lane steal with Giannis right there, and we're just going to pull the ball out. Get a good shot there with Lonzo Ball. I've whited every shot so far. Haven't greened anything, but I'm getting wide open shots. So that's the one thing about it is, although I am whiting shots, I'm getting good shots. His AD had an open look, wasn't able to get it to go. Give him an offensive rebound, but it's another 2. I haven't given up any 3s right now, and that's my thing. If I don't give up 3s, I think I'm going to win the majority of the games I play in. Throw it over to Giannis. Chicken man Giannis. Normally, I'm chicken with him. I know he's got Hall of Fame catch and shoot corner specialist, but I gotta be able to green those shots with Giannis Antetokounmpo. So I've made 3 whites so far, and I'm kind of blessed to be in the position I am. But at the same time, I'm getting wide open looks nearly every single time. Hedging hard with Giannis, I'll take it. That's a pretty good play right there with Giannis. Just trying to disrupt his rhythm. He's got the ball with KD, bursts that direction, gets a Showtime slam, but again, it's not a 3. If I don't give up 3s against a guy like Jomar, I'm pretty confident because at least early on, I was getting wide open looks nearly every single possession, every trip down the court. I mean, not to say his defense wasn't good because he's playing fine defense, but I hit another white, and it's just like I'm getting wide open shots, up 12-6 early on. Early on, I'm up 6. If I could string together another stop, a couple of stops, get it to 10, that was kind of my goal. But that's not what happened. Jomar is a league player. He won 250K last year, so obviously he's not going to be, it's not just going to be that easy. There, I make a pretty good rotation with Lonzo. Just couldn't get the block, but again, it's a tough 2. If I give up tough 2s, I'm fine with it because people have a tough time beating me if they don't get their 3s up. Here with Lonzo, tried getting him to hit the screen. Played pretty good defense right there, and even into this, he played pretty good defense. Anthony Davis, I get a full. Kind of deserved it because I had hit a lot of whites going into it, so it is what it is. I live with some of the fulls that I have to shoot. Over to Anthony Davis again. He's playing super good defense. Probably should have just shot that with Giannis. I throw it over to Anthony Davis. He gets it lightly. Just a super good defensive possession by Jomar. You got to give credit where credit's due, and he was moving and grooving on that possession right there. I get a steal here. Obviously, I was just out of rhythm, bringing the ball up the court, shoot another white, and it is what it is. I was just not in any sort of rhythm on that possession. Call a good timeout right there. Probably should have called the timeout right when I got the steal initially. A lot of people tried double teaming out of the inbound, so I knew that it was coming. A good thing Giannis bailed me out there, because that probably wasn't the wisest decision to go up with that. But that's just kind of the Giannis effect and what Giannis can give you on the court. I know his Luka has takeovers, so the last thing I want to do is give up a 3. That's it. Just no 3s. I know I'm fine. Just commit 2 bodies towards Luka. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with him taking that dunk. It's not Showtime, and it's not a 3. So a lot of the reason the game kind of stayed this at a level point differential was just because of the way I was playing defense. He had Luka with takeover, so I'm just going to overcommit that little bit. Another possession, you'll probably see me overcommit to Luka Doncic, but that was my goal. Make somebody else right now outside of Luka Doncic beat me. Even right there. Great defense. I'm lucky I didn't get called for a foul, but that's pretty good defense overall. Giannis could play 2-1 right there, so a good defensive possession. If I could close the quarter out strong, have a chance to at least get this lead to 8. And here, I mean, you got to give credit where credit's due once again. I mean, I got a good, decent enough look from mid-range, but Jomar is playing pretty good defense. There's no doubt about it. He's playing good defense. And that's the thing. That's one thing about Jomar's. Once my lead got to 6, it wasn't easy for it for me to extend. It really wasn't. I don't remember how the quarter closes here, but I do. I mean, this has been a good defensive possession so far. So if I can get a stop and maybe a score before the end of this first quarter, that's ultimately my goal. He gets a, I thought it was going to be a blow by. Spin jumper, wasn't able to get it to go. Close the quarter out pretty solid, up 8 points. Starting the second quarter off here, I brought my bench in the game. Now, the reasoning behind me bringing the bench in the game was because I don't think any of my starters had takeover, and I know when I put my starters back in the third quarter, they'll be able to do their thing, because I'm guaranteeing they're like halfway to takeover, plus I have some momentum. So I know if my bench can come in and give me just some productive minutes, that's ultimately what I'm looking for. Committing 2 bodies, that's great defense. I don't know why Moses Malone didn't secure the orange, man. We had a good defensive possession. We just got to grab the ball. Again, inbounding the ball wasn't even easy for him. I know MJ, what he's trying to do here. Thought he was going to use the screen. He bursted the other way. Credit to him. That's just a good play. Getting a slam for MJ, which was a Showtime slam. That was actually a big swing, because I played good defense for 21 seconds of the shot clock, but it wasn't enough. It ultimately wasn't enough. It's just a better defensive play. That's just a good defensive play. Blessed that that was not clear path right there, because it very easily could have been. But that was just a good defensive play by Jomar. And like I said, sometimes you just got to give credit where credit's due, and he put together a great defensive possession. The biggest thing for me is mixing up looks. Right there, sent 2 bodies at him. He's just not comfortable. And that's the biggest thing that I'm noticing right now is for him, nothing he's doing is comfortable. Even there, a shot from Giannis, but it wasn't in the rhythm of his offense. Throw it up to Terry. I wanted to get a Showtime dunk out of this possession. He fouled. My goal right now is to head into halftime up like 12. That was my goal right now. Luka Doncic does get a dunk. I wish it was Showtime. Maybe could have been an and 1 right there. But I'll take the 2 points nonetheless. I get a tip. Not able to come up with it. But just that tip, it's kind of a mind game, right? You get a tip there. He's getting stressed, kind of getting frustrated about just getting the ball up the court, right? Because the last thing you're wanting to worry about in this type of a game is having to get the ball up court. There he gets a Showtime slam, kind of a weak foul call, but just a good play from Jomar, right? That's the play he likes to run. That's the play he ran last year a lot in the 250K tournament. And so just credit to Jomar, man. He's not letting me extend the lead, but at the same time, I'm not letting him close the gap really. 5 is as close as I think it gets here. And that's just a credit to Jomar. He didn't make things easy on me. That was a big swing. Moses Malone attacked the rim, had a smaller defender on him, and got an easy and 1 opportunity. Now, here's the situation. I can tell my press is starting to get to him. I can tell. Even inbounding the ball to Giannis right there, I easily could have got a steal on that. Very easily could have gotten a steal on that. He has 4 seconds to get it across half court. I know that. I don't know if he knows that. So that's something that I went into the timeout with. If I can just make him, take a little bit of time, I might be able to do my thing. Wasn't able to do so. And so this is really where I'm trying to just get a stop. Just trying to get a stop. He's tough though. Jomar is tough in his approach and just how he plays the game. So it's still 6 points. Here's a possession. I know he's behind me. This was one of the big swings in the game. I get a 3-pointer. We went back and forth. Nobody's scoring any sort of points outside the 3-point line. So that was a big possession right there. I get a tip, and we are running in transition. Luka Doncic puts Lonzo Ball into the rim. Now we get our first double-digit lead. Remember, there's 250. There's a chance. Basically, if I win this, I've secured $50,000. So there's a lot riding on this one game, and I felt like my defense ramped up here on this run. Got a steal right there as well. There's 2 possessions in which I got back-to-back steals, which is just absolutely crazy. Looking at Tracy here, you know what Tracy McGrady gets into. All it takes is for me to find my rhythm. He hits the screen. We go the other way. We get a big 3. We're up 14. Just like that, a 5-point lead went to a 14-point lead. Another stop, another 3. Back-to-back-to-back possessions in which we got a stop and a transition bucket. And we're on a massive, massive run right now. It was just 5 points. Now it's 17 points. And again, I'm in my defensive flow. I can take more gambles right now knowing he's rattled, not in any sort of a flow. So I can take more risks, right? I know that going into it. Here's another stop. Another stop. We don't quite secure the orange, but it is what it is. He got a tough 2 on an offensive rebound, and that's just something you live with. So we've extended the lead to 15. At this point, I just had to play smart. I had to play smart. He gets an offensive rebound, put back, and then we set an illegal screen. So I kind of know what's coming at this point. I kind of know the algo is starting to swing. So this was a huge play. The algo is trying to swing so badly. I get a steal on that inbounds. Luka Doncic scores, and just look at the points off of turnovers. 12-0. That's really the biggest difference in this game so far. Obviously, he's not in any sort of his rhythm. And here's another possession. That's great defense, but we just can't secure the rebounds. How many possessions has he gotten offensive rebounds in a row? But here's another possession. Felt like we played great defense. And again, we don't get the ball. So it's just like I just keep playing my defense. If we get the ball, we do. Great. We can turn that into easy offense. If not, we just got to keep playing, man. You can't let that fluster you. Just got to keep playing. Here's a possession. Great defense. Great defense. He hits a flick. Crazy shot right there. Credit to him. You know, he didn't get rattled, made a nice shot. It is what it is. But I really don't feel like I'm playing that bad a defense right now in this game. This was a blessing. This was a huge blessing. The fact that I didn't turn the ball over there. Now, I don't know how this possession ends. LeBron shoots a white and gets it to drop. So, huge blessing right there. I got hold on my defensive possession. He got hold on his. But we turned it into points. He's 0 of 5 right now from the three-point line. I'm 8 of 13. So that's just the biggest difference right now that it's in the game. And again, he misses another wide open. Once Algo strikes, it's so tough because like I said, he hasn't hit any of his opens. And I've made a lot of my whites here early on in this game. MosBallin here, I don't know how this possession ends, but I'm hoping I can get Luka Doncic a shot here. MosBallin attacking the rim, 7 seconds on the clock. We'll see what happens here. Dot over to LeBron James. We green it. It is a long 2, but nonetheless, a late shot clock bailout. We're now up 20. Just like that, the lead went from 5 to 20. If I can close out this half strong, I know I'll be just fine. Another possession. You're playing 2 at 1. That's good defense. I mean, I can't really be too mad about it. It's good defense. He converts on the free throws, and we'll see. Last possession of the quarter, I want to make sure I get the last shot. That's something that at least my mindset should have said. Here I go a little bit too early, maybe. Left 5 seconds on the clock. But instead of taking his time with it, he throws a kind of scary pass, and we were able to score again on it, extending the lead to 22 points, heading into the halftime break. Second half here, first possession, we'll see what happens. I know really we got 10 minutes until I've secured $50,000. So, I'm in good position right here. My defense, I know it's kind of laggy right now, and I wish it wasn't as laggy. But even this possession, we were moving. We were moving on that possession. Yes, he got a 3 out of it, but I felt like my defensive rotations, even there, were crisp. And this, I don't know what happened to this Discord call, but oh my goodness. This is almost hard to watch. Throw it out to Terry. 2K would not let me shoot that right there. Probably would have been 3 points. But 2K didn't let me shoot it. And so at this point, you just got to work some clock. See if you can get a good shot out of it. Just kind of an ugly possession. I throw a late shot clock bailout over to Luka Doncic for the 3. And I'm still up 22. This was the longest 10 minutes of my life. Like, of my entire life, I've had a lot of long 10 minutes. This might have been the longest. There's another good defensive possession. Like, I can't even be mad at how we're playing. Felt like that should have been a steal. Obviously, he does get the white to go. But defensively, this might have been my best game I've ever played on the defensive end of the court. And I mean ever. Like, I've played a lot of good games, but this might have been my best. Terry Dishinger smacks a white, I do believe there. He kind of got hold. That was a good defensive rotation. I don't know if my Discord, if this gets any better or not. but this is awful. I gave up another 3-ball right there, and I remember after giving up back-to-back threes, I was like, okay, Ty. The only way you even come close to losing this game is if you give up too many threes. T-Mac 360 Showtime dunk. And after that play, I was comfortable. I was confident, just no threes. That was my mindset from there on out. Oh wait, I gave up another one. I remember after that one, I was like, okay, I'm done. Because he got a full from the corner off of the catch and shoot with Luka Doncic. And at that point, I just knew 2K was on my side, and I got blessed. It is what it is. I got blessed the entirety of this game. Right there, AD gets a dunk, and I can hardly watch this because it's so laggy. But yeah, for whatever reason, the Discord call was just super laggy. But still, here, I mean, my thing is, if I give up those types of twos, I'm fine with it. That's a fine two to give up because I'm still up 22 points. That is not going to kill me. And I think I end up winning. I'm not going to tell y'all what happens, but I mean, the thing was, for me, if I don't, and I smack another one off the glass, but if I don't give up any threes, the game's over. The game is really over. I'm up 25 points right now. I have all the momentum, all the algo, and there's really 7 minutes left in the game. So as long as I'm smart about things and take things, you know, and precautious with things, I'll be just fine. Because his press, I mean, it really didn't affect me and what I did. Yes, I played maybe a little bit faster, but I was still getting the shots I wanted. That was maybe a rush shot right there. I thought it could have been an open, but I mean, at the end of the day, at this point, I was pretty comfortable. I was just trying to keep this clock ticking, man. That was the biggest thing. Just keep playing. I don't want to get passive, right? I want to still play my game, but you just want to make sure you're smart about what you do with this type of score. There, he probably should have got a steal. This game is awfully laggy. Like, it is bad. And yes, I fouled on the break on multiple different occasions because you guys got to realize with this much money on the line, every possession matters. Even though I'm up 21, I can't take that for granted. I still have to play my game. And there I get a good contest. He gets a rebound, put back with AD. So just like that, my 25-point lead went to 19. And I was just like, okay, I got to find a way to make sure I just don't throw the game. There with Luka Doncic, probably the biggest shot of the game. It was that white right there. I didn't green very much at all with Jomar. And that was a massive white that I hit right there. Put me back up 22. Now, I don't remember here if I get a stop or not. But even if I don't, I mean, he can have those types of buckets. Like, that type of a bucket is not going to kill me. Up to LeBron, and I don't know why my game is so delayed, so laggy right now. But I wish, like, looking back on this, that I would have taken more time off the clock. Like, yes, I wanted to stay in my rhythm, wanted to still compete against Jomar. But I still should have just taken more time off the clock. Because time was my bigger enemy than Jomar right now. Because if I just take 25 seconds off the clock on every single possession, he's not going to be able to come back and win the game. I know that. And so, I mean, especially with how well my defense has been playing, I just knew what it was. If I was smart about things, the game was basically over. There, past the Luka Doncic in the corner for a green. And the lead stayed anywhere from 20 to 25 points, I think, throughout the rest of the game. We're gonna just stay updated throughout the fourth quarter. I'm not going to watch every play of it, but yeah, we were in position here to secure our 50, or for a chance to play for $200,000. We secured $50,000 with this game right here. Basically, another green light for Tracy McGrady. I wouldn't say I greened a ton, but in the second half, I greened a lot more than in the first half. The first half, I was lucky. Look at this. This is the play I want y'all to see. So yes, I knocked down my peak with T-Mac. Just watch this play. I know it's laggy, but y'all can see. So what happens here, I throw myself out of the play with Tracy McGrady. Okay, I do. I throw myself out of the play. Terry Dishinger, I rotate to T-Mac. Watch me. Terry rotates to T-Mac. I throw him out the play. Who's next in line? It's LeBron, right? He thinks this is wide open. Nah, look at my LeBron. He's lurking there, gets a steal, and yes. At that point, I know I don't convert on this because I was mad at myself because I didn't. But yeah, that was a massive swing in the game. Just to have that play happen. Obviously, I gave up a 3 on that. It's not what you want to see. But we head into the fourth quarter, up 21 points. We're just gonna go through the fourth quarter. There, he jumps, he leaves sharp take, and I'm not missing with Tracy McGrady with sharp take. Again, I'm willing to give up my twos on the other end. I know that's not going to kill me. And my biggest thing offensively, I can utilize time. I know he's going to try sending doubles, do whatever he's got to do. There, T-Mac with sharp take. I ended up missing it. It is what it is. I just got to be smart with my possessions. Even here with 4 seconds left, I got blessed. I got so blessed that I was able to go through. And again, as long as I don't give up threes, I'm going to win the game. And we'll see. Does he get a 3 off? He does get a 3 off. He greens it. But we'll see. I'm using a lot of the clock here, which was smart. Use a clock. get Lonzo Ball, corner 3 ball. He knocks it down, and you guys can see the score. With this point, up 24 points with 3 minutes left, I knew, man. It's just the time. The time was, you know, on my side. I was in good position to win the game. Now, I did a lot of running here in this fourth quarter. I had to, because I knew that he's going to try sending a bunch of double teams, and the best thing to do against double teams is just to run. So if you guys are going to notice me running a lot, it's just because he was sending bodies at me. And so I'm just going to continue to run. There you see a lot of time go off. I get an offensive rebound in which I can just milk more clock. So winding out the game, I don't know why I shot that right there, but I was just trying to take as much time as possible. KD Greens that you guys can see the time going down. The time going down, honestly, at this point, we were just holding the ball for each other, taking shot clock violations. I felt it. Yes, sir. You can see me, man. Super, super excited, stoked to secure $50,000. So that was kind of my whole road to the Xbox Championship of the 250K. Shout out to Jomar, a very, very good opponent. Honestly, he was put in a tough position with the whole disqualification thing that did end up happening. But no doubt about it, that was a long day last Saturday, man. And I'm just super excited to have the chance to compete once again. But I hope you guys did enjoy that game right there. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new. And as always, man, I love you guys and have a blessed day.